Have you ever wondered how Romania's real estate market compares to other European countries? Romania, a fascinating country rich in history and culture, is also an intriguing player in the European real estate market. Over the years, this market has experienced significant growth and development, influenced by several key factors. Let's rewind a bit and look at the economic growth in Romania. Since joining the European Union in 2007, the country's economy has been on a steady upward trajectory, making it one of the fastest-growing economies in the EU. This economic growth has fueled a surge in the real estate sector, with property prices and demand both on the rise. Now let's talk about population shifts. Like many European countries, Romania has seen a trend of urbanization, with people moving from rural areas to cities in search of better opportunities. This migration has created a boom in the housing market, particularly in major cities like Bucharest, Cluj-Napoca, and Timisoara, where demand for apartments and office spaces continues to grow. Government policies have also played a significant role in shaping the Romanian real estate market. Measures such as the First Home Program, which offers financial aid to first-time homebuyers, have made property ownership more accessible to the Romanian population, stimulating the housing market in the process. However, it's not all sunshine and roses. The Romanian real estate market also faces challenges. Infrastructure is still developing, and there is a need for more high-quality, affordable housing. Despite these challenges, the market continues to show promise, offering opportunities for both domestic and international investors. So, how does Romania's real estate market compare to the rest of Europe? Well, in terms of price growth, Romania has been outpacing many of its European counterparts, but there are also areas where it lags behind, and much can be learned from these comparisons. Now let's dive into some comparisons to see how Romania stacks up against other European markets. Let's take a look at countries that joined the European Union 15 to 20 years before Romania. How does their real estate market compare? First up, Spain. After joining the EU in 1986, Spain's real estate market experienced a significant boom. Prices soared, driven by increased foreign investment and economic growth. However, the global financial crisis in the late 2000s hit Spain hard, and the real estate bubble burst. Today, Spain's market has rebounded, but prices are still below their peak levels. Moving on to Portugal, which also joined the EU in the mid-80s. Portugal's real estate market saw a steady increase in prices following their EU entry. Unlike Spain, Portugal's market didn't experience a dramatic crash during the global financial crisis. Instead, it saw a moderate dip, followed by a slow but steady recovery. Today, Portugal's real estate market is thriving, with prices reaching new heights. Lastly, let's look at Greece, which became an EU member in the early 80s. Unlike Spain and Portugal, Greece's real estate market has been a roller coaster ride. After an initial period of growth following EU accession, Greece's market was hit hard by the country's debt crisis. Prices plummeted and have been slow to recover. The market has shown signs of life in recent years, but it's still a long way from its peak. Now, let's circle back to Romania. Like these other countries, Romania's real estate market has experienced growth since joining the EU in 2007. However, Romania's growth has been more moderate and steady, avoiding the dramatic booms and busts seen in Spain and Greece. In comparing Romania to these countries, we see a common trend. Joining the EU tends to boost real estate prices, at least in the short term. However, other economic factors like the global financial crisis can have a significant impact. As we can see, joining the EU has had a significant impact on the real estate markets of these countries. But what does this mean for Romania? Given these trends, where could Romania's real estate market potentially go in the next 5 to 10 years? Let's begin by examining the patterns we've observed in other European Union countries that joined the bloc 15 to 20 years before Romania. We can use these patterns as a kind of crystal ball, offering a glimpse into potential scenarios for Romania's real estate market. For instance, let's consider the trajectory of Poland's real estate market. After joining the EU in 2004, Poland saw a steady increase in property prices, fueled by increased foreign investment and a booming economy. If Romania follows a similar path, we could see a significant rise in property values over the next decade. Another example is Estonia, which also joined the EU in 2004. Estonia experienced a real estate bubble that burst in 2008, leading to a significant drop in property prices. However, since then, the market has recovered and has been on an upward trend. This scenario suggests that, even if Romania experiences a market correction or downturn, recovery and growth are possible in the long term. Now let's look at the current trends in Romania. There's been a substantial increase in property prices over the past few years, particularly in major cities like Bucharest and Cluj-Napoca. This growth has been driven by a strong economy, low interest rates, and increased demand for housing. But what does this mean for the future? If these trends continue, we could see Romania's real estate market continue to grow over the next 5 to 10 years. However, it's essential to consider potential challenges, such as economic instability or changes in EU policies, which could impact the market. While the future cannot be predicted with certainty, these trends provide valuable insights into the potential trajectory of Romania's real estate market. So, what have we learned about Romania's real estate market today? We've seen that it's a dynamic and rapidly evolving sector. Since joining the European Union, Romania has experienced significant growth and development in its real estate market, much like its older EU counterparts. We've compared Romania's journey with other countries that joined the EU 15 to 20 years before. This comparison has shown us that there's a pattern of real estate price trends after joining the Union, and Romania seems to be following suit. As for the future, while it's difficult to predict with absolute certainty, we can project some potential scenarios. Looking at the next 5 to 10 years, Romania's real estate market could continue its upward trajectory, following the footsteps of its EU predecessors. No matter what happens, it's clear that Romania's real estate market is a fascinating subject worth keeping an eye on.